This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Harry's. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the episode of Rumor Roundup. I'm your host, John Renters, the show where we take all the tech rumors from the week and I just smash them like this and give you the 4 or 5 most pertinent, big, giant rumors, what could be coming, what might be coming, what has potential to possibly, definitely, someday might come, and what for sure is definitely might happening. Up this week, we're talking about the Galaxy S5 Google Play Edition. Where is it? The Galaxy Note 4 and upcoming Gear 3 might be best buds for life. 5.5-inch iPhone might not be delayed, and new earpods are coming, but they're going to plug into someplace weird. Don't be a pervert. This is Rumor Roundup. Let's start rounding them up. So Samsung introduced a Google Play Edition of the Galaxy S4, which I loved. We checked it out. It makes sense though, they're going to follow that sucker up with a Google Play Edition of the Galaxy S5. Earlier in the week, we were treated to a leaked photo of the alleged device in the wild, although we don't know much other than it's got a Google boot logo, which could very easily be loaded onto any Galaxy S5 device. In fact, take a picture of a boot logo, put it up there and be like, hey, this is your phone. Fun fact, I used to do this to friends as a joke. I take a screenshot of their phone's home screen, and I put in their pictures, I'd open up that picture and they think their phone is broken and try and like do stuff. You should do that to your friends too. It's a fun April Fool's. Make it a June Fool's. So back to the main point at hand. There's no reason to believe the phone is indeed on its way. Unfortunately though, shortly after the Galaxy S5 launched, a full-res image showed up on the Google Play Store showing a Galaxy S5, and then it went away and then replaced the Galaxy S4. So HTC recently released a Google Play Edition of its brand new HTC One M8 flagship smartphone, so we'd probably imagine Samsung wants to get in on that action since they already got in the last generation. But what's holding them up? Here's something I'm going to talk about quite a bit. Google I/O kicks off later this month, and that's where I think they're going to discuss the advances in Android and other platforms. And it's totally possible that they're going to use that time on the stage to announce a Play Edition of the Galaxy S5. Wouldn't surprise me if they gave one out to everybody. Since they usually do this every year, they give out something giant. Last year, they announced a Galaxy S4 Google Play Edition, so a year later, makes sense. If we don't see it though, by the end of this month, then we'll start to wonder if Samsung just pulled the plug on the device for some other reasons. But I would probably stay optimistic that I/O is a time for some Google Play action. While we're here with Samsung, it feels comfortable, let's stick with it. If Samsung sticks to its recent product release cycle, then I think we're going to see the Galaxy Note 4 announced later this year in September. But that's something surprising. A new report suggests the company could also unveil the Gear 3 smartwatch at the same time. According to the Korea Herald, the company is preparing to launch a follow-up to the smartwatch at IFA 2014 alongside the next-gen phablet. IFA is where the original Galaxy Note was launched, the 2 and the 3. It just kind of always happened there. We will be there at the event covering it, so we'll know the minute that it happens. The upcoming smartwatch will apparently be bundled with the Galaxy Note 4, one anonymous insider says, so who the hell knows, suggesting this won't be the rumored Gear Solo, which is supposed to be a standalone watch phone. Instead, it's likely to be an iterative update of the Gear 2. Meanwhile, the SIM-enabled smartwatch will apparently fill the void between the two devices that many people never knew they wanted or needed that void. That will potentially launch somewhere around the same time when the first Android Wear products start to hit the market. As for the gigantic, probably 19-inch Galaxy Note 4, we're still not sure what to expect from the upcoming phablet. Rumor has it, and the show's all about rumors, rumor has it, I won't sing for you, I promise, that Samsung's going to shake things up with a new form factor for the device. Brand new shade of color to go with their plastic back, which could be anything from a curved screen to a 3-sided display. Probably won't get an official look at the Note 4 for at least a few more months, so it's possible Samsung's still working out the final details. I love the Galaxy Note line of devices, all jokes aside. I think they've launched a lot of flagship features that filter down to other devices with the Notes, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a new design that's going to sort of filter down to the next generation Galaxy S6. I wouldn't be surprised them to go metal and a little bit of curve and some crazy battery technology. I also would expect a 2K screen, which is going to become more and more standard. What do you guys think? What do you want to see on your Galaxy Note 4? And do you care about the Gear or this dedicated phone watch? I could imagine only having this. Be like, hello? Hello? Like Dick Tracy. You guys probably don't know who Dick Tracy is. I feel old. All right, so we covered Samsung. Let's talk a little bit about the 5.5-inch iPhone, which we've been talking about for quite a bit. So it's kind of well expected now Apple's going to launch a 4.7-inch iPhone 6 in September, and then later in the year release a larger 5.5-inch version. We talked about this almost every week. Some of the reports originally suggested the larger iPhone was going to be delayed due to issues with the battery. Although I've got good news for you tablet-loving folks, Apple may have been struggling milking enough life out of the product to such a large screen, but now a report out of China suggests Apple has overcome these issues and that partners will start building the device soon. I've said it in the previous question, I love giant screens. I love a giant screened iPhone. So according to, I'm going to totally massacre this, Lio Baba, Apple's partners started providing volume shipments of the 5.5-inch iPhone 6 batteries last month, and those are expected to continue through June. They also suggest Apple's working to build 20 million larger iPhone 6 units this year, about half of the iPhone 6 units it hopes to manufacture, so they're thinking pretty even division here. The report out of China is a super rough translation, but if legitimate, any reference to a battery for a larger iPhone 6 model suggests that there is progress being made, which is good news. Originally, the phone wasn't expected to launch until the fourth quarter of this year, and then hopefully this means we will see it much sooner. Of course, it's hard to have a delay and the device hasn't even been announced, I get that. But if you follow the rumors, this is just a rumor show, we might get that 5.5-inch phone alongside a 4.7-inch phone. You could pick what size is better for you. For me, I want 5.5 inches in my pants. Just don't go there, guys. So before I get to the next rumor, let me ask you a question. Look at his face. What adjectives come to mind? Tired, pale, but probably like super furry, as my wife likes to remind me all the time. I really don't like to shave, mostly because it's a giant pain in the butt to do it. So I want to tell you about our friends at Harry's. So they are less than 1 year old, and they are already disrupting the entire shaving industry and offering a better shaving experience at better value than the already established Razor Goliath. So the company makes these awesome German engineered blades, and they care so much about the quality of their shave and the razor and your smooth silky skin. They went and just bought the entire freaking factory. This thing is 93 years old that makes them. They're like, we just want to buy you. So check out harrys.com, use promo code TECHNO, save $5 off your first purchase, and stuff comes right to your door. It's really high quality stuff. $15 can get you a set that includes a handle, 3 blades, and shave cream shipped to your door. Even offer a custom engraving option to engrave your initials on your razor. There are no more excuses for anybody else to borrow your razor. You know who I'm talking about. But back to the rumors. And since we did 2 for Samsung, let's do 2 for Apple to keep everything fair like a political campaign. Apple is reportedly paving the road for a new generation of headphones that are going to plug into not the headphone port, into the Lightning port instead, which is kind of weird. The news comes from our friends at 9to5Mac, which cites Apple's new specs for its made for iPhone, iPad, iPod, it's MFI, program ahead of a future software update. So there are a number of advantages to using the Lightning port over the regular 3.5mm jack. So new headphones will be able to receive a lossless stereo digital audio while also sending supposedly improved audio into your device if you're using a built-in microphone to talk on your phone. Plugging in certain headphones could even launch a specific app automatically. For example, plugging in your Beats Lightning headphones might trigger the Beats Music app to open up since, you know, $3 billion should go to something. Apple's Lightning port could also transfer power in the same way it does while charging your iPhone. That means it could charge a more complex set of future earpods or even draw a reserve power from your headphones to charge your smartphone on the go, but imagine how big those headphones would have to be. There are also some obvious disadvantages though. Lightning headphones almost certainly won't work on any other smartphones, meaning you're gonna have to buy a separate pair to use with your Android devices or even older Apple products. We all know Apple loves making things different. They probably won't even work with your MacBook, unless I was also planning on adding a Lightning port on a 6th generation OS X computers. Whew. It's possible they could sell a special adapter though, that obviously wouldn't be cheap and just a giant pain in the butt. It's worth noting though that an alleged leak last month preempted this week's rumor, claiming a future EarPod model would plug right into the Lightning port and use built-in sensors to measure your heart rate and blood pressure. The poster later admitted to making the whole damn thing up. It looks like, you know, fiction imitating truth, might not have been that far off. We could see it unveiled later on this year, but who knows? I hope this rumor's not true. I don't want my headphones to monitor stuff. I don't want headphones to plug into the charging port. Just plug into the 3.5mm headset jack. Don't be so damn different, Apple. Not everything has to be proprietary. 3.5mm works fine. Just plug in and be good to go. Thank you guys for watching the episode of Rumor Roundup. What do you think about all these crazy rumors? You excited about any of it? Excited about the Galaxy Note 4, excited about the iPhone 6, or don't really give a crap either way? I want to hear your thoughts. Leave the comments in my pants region. Until then, I am John Renger from Techno Buffalo. Of course, check us out at technobuffalo.com, and I will see you guys, or probably rather talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe right here to be the first ones to know whenever new videos get uploaded. We got a ton of stuff. We do phones, tablets, cars, anything that has to do with consumer electronics that has to be plugged in or uses batteries, we review.